So my senior year of high school, I had a student teacher named Mr. Kim in my social studies class. Mr. Kim came over here as part of a foreign exchange teacher program from Korea. My actual social studies teacher was a guy named Mr. Myers. Great teacher. I'm still a friend of his 20-something years later. Anyway, not even Mr. Myers knew what to do with Mr. Kim. He knew something was wrong with the guy, so he gave him great missions during class, like patrol the hallway, or make sure you shut the door and no kids come in late, or go get me lunch. Eventually, Mr. Kim thought he was so cool that he would start smoking weed with some of the students. So these students threatened to rat him out after smoking weed with him. Not the right thing, but they wanted leverage. So they told Mr. Kim, from now on, we're going to take your car to lunch every day. And what did Mr. Kim do? He gave him the keys. Eventually, all the kids involved got caught by the rent-a-cop security guards as they were leaving the senior parking lot in a teacher's car on a daily basis. They immediately rat out Mr. Kim. They tell him the whole 9 yards, except they change it a little bit. They say Mr. Kim offered to smoke weed with them, they smoked weed with him, and they totally admit to the bribery part of it. So how does the story end? Very simply, Mr. Kim gets fired. Just kidding, I wouldn't do that to you. So it's around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We get a call in our classroom for the teacher to walk outside and talk to a security guard. Security guard's with a cop. Teacher's not supposed to say anything, but like I said, he's a cool teacher. So he comes back in and he tells us, when Mr. Kim was questioned in the office, they had called the cops too. So now it's the cops, security, Mr. Kim, while they question him about smoking weed with the students and giving them his car. Mr. Kim says he has to go to the bathroom and leaves. Well, about a half hour later, Mr. Kim reappears. He's on a bridge above the water about 100 feet, and he has a full standoff with the cops for 4.5 hours, threatening to jump, not in a word of English. If you think he didn't jump, you're wrong. But the only fact was he was probably about 75 feet above the water. Deep water, small bridge. He jumps, he lands in the water, he gets pulled out by the Coast Guard, and he gets deported. He loses his teaching license. He's never allowed back in the country again. I have no idea what they did to him over there in Korea, but I'm assuming it's not good because nothing good comes out of Korea.